is a super solid map for Extra Salt in general. Obviously, the map they picked for a reason here. So we've got to see if Triumph can find any way in. And the pistol round would be a good start for them as they kick things off on that CT side with a 4-man mid-aggression. I like this, Dinko. I like just throwing some risks in there early.
It's exciting, and we did see a lot of Triumph stacks on the pistol, in particular on that Inferno pistol round. We'll see if they actually attempt the round win here this time. This is actually trying to get in behind. OC has found him at the bottom of the B stairs. George is now the second player, watching his teammate down in front of him. George comes in with a headshot, gets traded out by OC, and now B Will's now making his way back into the side, but the kills are all coming in for Extra Salt. JT's with the headshot. And Exceed is alone in a 1 versus 3. He'll try and walk his way back in, but JT is there with a headshot. The Glock is good enough for the pick, and Extra Salt will have the first.
Yeah, I'd like that Triumph are taking some risks there on the pistol round, especially when you're going into your opponent's pick. You've just lost your map choice. You're the underdogs. I think it's a good idea to just take some risks. I don't know if the mid-aggression on a pistol round is too effective. Sometimes teams will run plays through mid on the pistol, so maybe that could work, but if they don't go mid, it's just so hard to come back into those bomb sites, and you see it there. They lose B so soon, you're just kind of screwed at that point.
You know the best round to run, Alex, is when you lose the pistol on CT side, you MP9 force buy and rush mid. That's the go-to. That works every time in your matchmaking games. Don't know if it would work at this level. We'll certainly try that at home. Marky with the headshot. Sexy has actually been brought down very quickly indeed. And due to the fact that Triumph literally have invested nothing, we don't expect too much out of this round. Mac 10 for Sonic is looking to make some money. They have taken some damage though through those smokes. Triumph are taking the time. The barrel has been spotted there. Marky knows George is in the corner, hasn't been able to take the kill though, and finally his kills getting added to the tally. Some money for Sonic. And just like that, George is the last player alive. And he runs right into firing. 2-0 for Extra Salt. Quick and easy in the first two, but here come Triumph with a buy.
Instantly ready with the rifles on this initial CT gun round. And you can't say the same on the Extra Salt side. They only have 1 AK in the hands of JT. And I was certainly surprised, Dinko, when I looked up the stats, and JT was the second highest fragger on the team in the last 3 months. He has given the AK over to OC, though, which is understandable, because OC can be crazy. That wasn't his spray transfer. That's Sonic stealing the kill, but it's just so quick again onto this B bomb site. This is almost locked in already.
OC charging forward, his teammates are in behind him as well. It's not like it's just the OC frontman show. It's everybody in behind him that's doing a lot of the heavy lifting too. It's going forward. Triumph have taken a little bit of damage off that. And even if they try and fall back, Fine is waiting for that. There's no mercy in this round at all. Fine comes through. Sonic as well with the headshot through the smoke. 3-0 Extra Salt. Their initial game plan looks good. I think the first few rounds from them have looked very solid. And that first gun round, if that's a sign of things to come, it is very worrying for Triumph. But it's still very early days.
Yeah, the scary thing is just how convincing that round was. And they try and take the fight on B stairs early, and as soon as that goes wrong, you are just kind of screwed in that scenario. But you're going to have to show an ability to stop some of those early plays in the future. Extra Salt will definitely be happy to run some of these fast aggressions, and you can already see it from Fang.
Yeah, this round's just clockwork. You know, you had the short smoke coming in from T-spawn. You have that smoke popularized by Nafni in towards bottom ramp, just allows you straight up in towards short shelf as quickly as possible. And it's just clockwork. You know, Fang knows where to fight. Gets that first headshot and immediately onto the site with the bomb down. Triumph are going to have to figure out how to disrupt the game plan of Extra Salt. They're going to have to get real annoying. I think some ramp aggression is going to be needed. They're going to have to start punishing some of these default stances. Otherwise, the machine that Extra Salt have practiced and built is going to work to perfection. You've got to throw some problems at that and try and break a few pieces of the machine open. And then maybe that's where some failures and malfunctions come into the system that Extra Salt have built. The cat ears are off, by the way.
That's a great point.
It's the biggest point I could have said, really.
Most important thing you said all day, Dinko.
Must have been bad luck for him. Maybe that's it. The cat ears would, if they weren't on his head, maybe they went Inferno.
Maybe, maybe. We will see if it helps them here, because so far, it hasn't been the best start for Triumph, but they've got the guns back out. This is where you wonder if we'll see Triumph just sit back a bit more in this round and force Extra Salt to make a play. Because that first gun round, you fight B aggressively, you lose out. Maybe now it is time to force Extra Salt to kind of work for the round.
I don't know. I feel like if you're going to let Extra Salt play that system, though, I feel like that's going to give make Extra Salt very comfortable, because that's what they want to do, right? They want to play out the defaults and out the executes that they practiced, and I think maybe trying to disrupt that could work out. But JT, he's gone aggressive. He's picked himself up one. Sexy on the double kill. And now he's got back in behind short as well. It's a nice little steal there from Sexy. And the distraction might actually allow Exceed to get a kill. OC did not spot him. Transition in behind Sandbike. So Exceed's position could deliver a couple more kills here. He's just hiding and biding his time. His teammates are still standing as well. He's got two of them in play, and B-Wills is over to help him out. Oh, fine. He's so low. 3 HP. Is that Itchy going to land? No. Initially, B-Wills looked to be right on, but it did not reach his position.
They do have mollies here on the Extra Salt side. Hate has a smoke, but he's not in position to help Exceed. So if they molly Sandbags, he's screwed. It doesn't look like they're going to, though.
I don't think they even think this is a possibility. I think they've completely forgot about this issue. And Exceed is going to be able to capitalize on that massively. First kill is his, second as well, and now it is all fine. 3 HP versus 3. Fine's not winning this. 6E brings him down. What a round from Exceed. Great patience, great positioning, and yeah, just something Extra Salt didn't think about.
Yeah, I thought they might be ready for it, because they did leave ramp for a little bit. They did kind of back off briefly, but they don't think that's a possibility, or maybe they were just focusing more on the site. Exceed able to cut them down. Good position, well played from him. That's more like it from Triumph, finally getting their first round win. Ramp fights were kind of awkward for them, the first player running out of ammo, but it all worked out in the end. We'll see if they can continue to coordinate these ramp fights, as Extra Salt are definitely looking like they want to go for these aggressive plays on ramp.
Yeah, they fire that smoke a little deeper. It just goes slightly further than the one the CT's throwing. That should allow safe passage up to short, but B-Wills needs to be careful. Gets caught in position. Looking to come out with one, but look at this flank from George. He's in behind. The bomb's down as well. Oh, Extra Salt leaving some holes in their default right now. This is what I wanted to see from Triumph. I want to see them get aggressive. I want to see them get in behind and cause problems for Extra Salt. Make them uncomfortable. Make them squirm. And that's exactly what they're doing. Sonic has to try and pull this back, and Molotov is going to go down onto the bridge. That forces the 1v1 fight again. Sexy this time is the victim. Sonic has taken a lot of damage on board, though. He's still in a winnable scenario, but he's got to be very clean with his headshots. Otherwise, one body shot will be enough to bring him down, and he is just getting the perfect timings. Look at this. Oh, he could have walked behind the player there, but he slipped through mid. Where does he go with this one?
He may just go into the B side of the map. Flank through 8 is also a very real possibility here, hoping he can catch someone out. But he's going to wrap all the way around to B. Where's Hate positioned right now? I think he's staying down below. So he is far enough away from the B site that Sonic has actually put himself in a somewhat winnable position. But now Hate starts to move back to the site with low time left.
Yeah, this is the issue for Sonic. He's got to just plant the bomb here. And even getting off of this is going to be hard. Spamming him down. He's 16 HP right now. Good discipline from Hate to back off, knowing that he has a teammate to play with. You don't want to just run in there and give that away. Sonic is slipping by. Getting in towards CT. He's very proactive in this. He's not sitting back, and the timing, it just keeps working out for him. Exceed about to walk into the 8K. Now Sonic into the 1 versus 1. This is for the ace. The round 5. And Sonic is looking for it all. He hides in behind Generator. The time is running dry. He's playing with his food, and Sonic just about misses out. Back to the bomb hit goes for the defuse. Sonic, it is a nice try. Spam the NT right there, because he was so close to winning that one.
He did so well in that 1v2 at the end to actually turn it into 1v1 fights. I mean, this was the initial kill. These adjustments were so sharp. This second shot especially, quick flick straight to the face. And then he does such a smart play there to just go ahead and push into CT. He hears that man at stairs. He knows there's one man stuck down towards B stairs, so he can go ahead and try and force a 1v1 fight elsewhere, get that kill. And unfortunately, just so hard when you're low on health to get back towards that bomb. Great effort from Sonic. Extrasalt will continue to try and be competitive.
Yeah, and they get money out of the bomb plant, they get money out of those kills, but more importantly, they do damage to Triumph as well. Their money is not in a great spot here on the CT side. They're, again, just one away from being broken down. So Extrasalt affording the buy again. And one quick note from that previous round as well. The fact that Hit doesn't push straight away signals to Sonic that they're not together, right? They're split up, which is just big brain. And it's really cool to see Sonic having a good day here, but that's not a good start to the round. He's been taken out straight away.
Extrasalt may feel pressured into this A play now. They've lost that B side control. All their players are positioned on ramp. They did get flanked in a previous round, so that's something they've got to be aware of. The upside is you can just sit in ramp and watch the flank, and it's not the end of the world. That A execute can still be pretty effective with how much utility they have. That may be what they rely on here. Maybe not even an execute, though, just a contact play.
Yeah, contact play is interesting here. Exceed. Oh, he gets one. Handles that contact play very well indeed. And actually, not going to check sandbags this time. Finally, they throw the Molotov in. Once burned. Twice. They will not be caught by it. Fine is going to start pushing forward. Sexy in a good spot. He looks for the lineup. Marky, quick reactions. And now B-Will's pushing forward. He actually gets away with a second through the smoke. Little bit of luck. Doesn't really matter. Outcome is here in the 1 versus 2. And Marky is looking for the clutch. Taps the ball to pull them into the open. It's risky with limited time, and he couldn't transfer onto 2. 3 rounds for Triumph.
Some slight frustration on the face of Marky there at the end, too.
Yeah.
Obviously, the second shot from B-Wills is what really turns the round. Yeah, I think Extrasalt maybe getting slightly frustrated, losing some of these rounds here on their map pick. Losing that first play didn't help. The take onto the site was solid. They got the early kills, but so many CTs in position because of all that earlier info and map control they had from the B aggression. Hate throwing down that molly early. JT's got past it. Marky down below half health elsewhere. Damage being done early by Triumph. But getting up to B so soon will make them want to go for a contact play here. I wonder if Hate would be ready for such a fast play. Looks like maybe. It's cool for the rotate.
Hit's in a good position right now. It's a good angle. So much time for Extrasalt. As they head their way up the stairway, that Molotov is not landed, and so Hit is under pressure. The flash is going to go up into the air. Sonic blinded by it. Hit is doing so much work right now, finally taken down, and B-Will's on the lineup. 3 kills for him. Triumph have 4, and that hold, that was unshakable.
Extrasalt are struggling to find answers right now. Triumph are consistently throwing aggression into these rounds. And this is another round where they had a bit of aggression elsewhere. I think they had 2 players pushing through mid, so they started to clear that out. And then they were able to rotate over to B fairly quickly. They instantly called for the rotate. They didn't believe it would be a fake from Extrasalt once they started to see those nades. It's tough for Extrasalt. What's the answer for them here? Well, that's not the answer, that's for sure. B-Wills cuts down 2 on mid early.
Yeah, B-Wills is getting so many multi-kills, up to 9 kills now at this point. Yeah, Extrasalt is struggling on their map pick. It's good to see from Triumph, who did struggle on their CT side of Inferno. Starting to win these rounds now, and Hit with the double. And the lead on Vertigo. I don't think we expected Triumph to surge such a strong showing this early on. I thought they would be on the back foot for most of it. Maybe, you know, winning around here and there, really putting pressure on Extrasalt. But these rounds over the last few have been pretty easy for them. Extrasalt have got to make a big difference. See what idea they have, because their A ramp takes are not working. I think they're losing too many players there. And this early B control as well from Hit. I'm loving that molly. They're going to try the ramp again, but they're just going to be held behind the smoke again. Oh, wow.
I think George blinded himself there and still got the kill onto the boosted JT. Fang also taking damage in this position, down to around half health. Triumph want to see if they can do any further damage, but Extra Salt continue to hang back. Good flash.
Good flash.
Oh, the movement was awkward for Sexy, but he gets back to safety.
They're just confident taking fights, and maybe a little too many fights being taken. Sexy does get caught by OC. 1 minute left. Extra Salt have a player pushed up. Oh, Sonic. Hit will have no idea about this. Oh, it's an easy kill for Sonic, and now that cracks open the B site. Rotations are going to have to be on the money here for Triumph. They've got to move so quickly to get back over here. Extra Salt are going to have players in rotation. They knew this was going to happen. Sonic with the kills. He's looking for another lineup. He gets away with one. It's down to Exceed and B-Wills. Remember, B-Wills is starting to flank in behind in those B stairs. He's starting to come through. OC's at the top of the stairway. A headshot for B-Wills. He's looking for the follow-ups. Right in front of him are Fang and Marky, looking to lock out the round to put Extra Salt back up into the tight situation, but B-Wolves cannot be denied right now. Fang is looking for the clutch in the 1 versus 2. He's got it into a 1v1. He's finding those fights that gives him the chance, and Fang is just sitting back in behind cover, drawing that timeout until the fuse is too short. Fang wins the round by elimination, and it's 5-5 as Extra Salt tie it up. And that's all about Sonic on a heads-up play.
Nice play from Sonic, and it's just the complete opposite to that previous round where he got picked. This time he's the man getting the early kill. Fang still had to do good work in the post plant to get the round win. But I also like how Extra Salt approached ramp in that round. Instead of committing heavily to the early aggression like they were in the previous rounds, they just sat back, waited out some of that utility. They took a long time towards ramp, but it worked out for them. Triumph didn't coordinate that well on the plays. Now it's back to the fast aggression, though, and this time, Extra Salt muscle their way into the early ramp control. Oh, so close. Oh, they must have heard that. Maybe not.
Oh, George gets up on the boost. It does get traded out by Marky. That's a steal of a kill right there for the CTs. Oh, Sexy's gonna get sprayed through the smoke. I think he's been playing that a little too often. Very common play. You know, when you throw that Molotov in, force the CT into that smoke at short, can often come away with a pick and finds them very well with just the simple stuff. And JT, methodical, tries to clear B-Wills, but you don't take B-Wills down that easily. Eventually does get traded out. And now hit in a 1v3. He's going to try and get over to deny the ball plant, but they know where he is now. So 3 players versus 1 looking out at him. He's actually got a chance to turn them into 1v1 fights. In the end, Marky does recover the round. An Extra Salt back into the lead. Money for the CTs isn't in a great spot here, Hawker.
Yeah, 1 save may be the right read here. $2,400 loss bonus, so 1 save would be enough. I like that Extra Salt are finding the answers here to the aggression too, because you can kind of see now in these rounds that Triumph aren't fully on the same page with some of these ramp aggressions. As you pointed out, Sexy pushing alone towards short has done that a couple of times. This time Fang is just ready for him with the nades, with the molly to flush him out of that position. It seems like they are finally finding ways to deal with these aggressive plays. Sexy thinking about going for it again, but decides to back away. Only the pistols in this round for Triumph though, so their chances are slim at best.
Yeah, Utility is actually giving away the position of Bixby because he took some damage from that Molotov, so the tick sound confirms his position. And this is more methodical, more systematic from Extra Salt. So 7 rounds shall now be locked in. The flank is starting to come through here from Head. He's just at the bottom with an eagle. Good headshot, fine. Just walking down into him, of course. There's a rifle on the floor. I don't know if it's recoverable. There's 2 players watching it right now. And Head knows about that, but can't really do much about the situation. And B-Wolves just adding more kills to his tally. He's been so good so far. B-Wolves is looking absolutely monstrous. Oh, B-Wolves, another headshot. He is just looking so good.
Extra Salt is scaring me in these post plants, man. Honestly, like these 3v1s, 4v1s, they're just fighting so aggressively. They're giving away one-on-one fights. And B-Wills has to work really hard to win them. Don't get me wrong. These are some stunning shots. But the fact that he even has a chance to win that round shouldn't happen. You just shouldn't peek him at that point. The bomb's so far gone. Don't give him any opportunities. But B-Wills showing us what he can do. If they keep giving him fights, he may make them pay. Especially now that they've got the guns back in their hands. Ooh, nice play from Sexy.
Yeah, great kill. Eliminated Fine. If you remember back to Inferno, Fine was the MVP on the T side. Making a lot of big differences for them. Winning 1v1s, winning those close rounds out. Eliminating him early at these rounds is certainly a problem for Extra Salt. It's crazy how good of a game Sonic's had, and he nearly gets that ace clutch as well. And I feel like we've been saying OC a little less. You know, it hasn't really been smacking us up the face with the impact he's been having, but he is still up there on 10 kills. He's actually gone from the server. It looks like
I was about to
actually
say,
dropped.
This is strange.
Okay, we've had a little bit of an issue with the server, but the round will play on anyway. Marquis pushing up in towards head. He finds the headshot. There's 3 versus 3 right now. JT with a headshot. Now Sonic swinging into the open. Good flash. Sonic pushing forward. Marquis on the follow-up. It's just Sexy left alone. That bomb has to be recovered by JT. He's going to run back and collect it. For Sexy, it's all about trying to get back in to the round and figure out where this is going to go. Obviously, feeling like it's going to be the B play. Bomb is going to be picked up and run up the B stairs. Sexy's hearing that. Sonic's walked past the smoke, and I think that might just be enough. Sonic gets in below him. Sexy has no idea, and a headshot locked in. 8 rounds for Extra Salt. Hopefully we get everybody back in. Seems like everybody is already back in, so that's great to see.
I think OC maybe just DC'd after he died. And maybe he was just figuring something else out.
But someone else DC'd from the other team as well, I think. There was 2 hits on the server.
No, I think that's just the HUD messing up when one player disconnects. It just doesn't know what to do, so it just like adds 2 of the same player. It just does weird stuff. Because George was on the wrong team on the HUD. He was on like the Extra Salt team. So weird
that
stuff.
makes sense.
Yeah, anyway, Extra Salt, these B plays have been really effective. Sonic has been doing a lot of work there on these round wins. They're going back to A early in this one, and it's a solid start from Jake, getting his team the early frag. Yet again, it's Sexy fighting so aggressively, and his teammates aren't always fighting with him. And sometimes that play's working, but in this round, I don't feel like he had a good enough idea to go for that play. Just trying to force the fight against the AK, it's not going to be one you're likely to win too often.
I think Extra Salt realized in these rounds, it's not as easy as you might hope, right? They're taking their time. They don't want to lose too many players to these Deagles, and now the utility is being used up in towards A. They know it's an explosive play out of Extra Salt. Starting to charge the way up in towards the site itself. Marquis has the bomb on his back. He should be planting that on default. Now that his teammates have cleared out all of the close positions, he feels comfortable putting it down. Sonic and OC taking a couple of frags, and Exceed alongside Hit now left alone. Much better out of Extra Salt. Very clean. Tight in the post plant here as well. It's 9 rounds already. Would be ashamed to see Triumph go into the second half down 10-5. Because I feel like they are in another one of those scenarios, Hawko, where maybe they could win another here.
It's a scary thing for Triumph, even if they were to get that 6th round, is that firstly, their T-side stats for Vertigo suck. They have a 54% CT win percentage compared to a 38% on T-side. And secondly, when these teams played previously, Extra Salt won 11 CT rounds. So there are a lot of scary signs for Triumph, but you're right in that they have been hanging on in there. I think they maybe deserve a 6th round here at the half, but they've got to work for it. And OC leading the charge with the AK, clearing the corners, but B-Wills stand strong. 3 kills from B-Wills, shutting it down on the B side of the map. And JT and Sonic have to try and save the round.
JT. He's going to get caught on the backside. Sexy slips in behind, and Sonic with one. A second picked up. Once again, he's in another scenario where he can win a clutch, but George has come in and found him from behind. 6 rounds are taken by Triumph at the half. We'll see if they can get a few more as we head into the second, or will Extra Salt close out this series 2-0? Find out after the break.
It's a fight you want, it's a fight you'll get. They tried before, we made them pay.
Sun is shining and I feel so good. People smiling in the neighborhood. Think I'm gonna take my darling out, 'cause it's a good day for it, a good day for it.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Vertigo. It's the second half ready to get underway. DreamHack Open 46 North America has Extra Salt as the potential favorite for this event. Triumph, we're giving them a good fight, but it's certainly going to be an uphill battle heading into the second half. Extra Salt on the CT side. They don't even have odds that are that good on this, so we'll see how it's going to go. One expert at the top of your screen. Smoke double flash for Sexes. A quick play up the ramp coming in for Triumph.
These steps are clearly being heard. Even if you are hard of hearing, you are hearing those steps. Here comes the push, though. Wow, quick kill from JT, but quick response from Exceed, who's already got 2 on the round. Bob Funk can't be denied, and look at the health on Extra Soul. It's all gone.
Yeah, there's none of it. What are we looking at, Hawker? There's nothing here. This is rough. Marky is left alone. I'll just sit around getting charged down. George will walk right into his USP, or as Marky would say, Jorge. Oh, he's found another one, actually. He goes forward. Well, the PM? He's having fun, at least. It's a kid now. Come on, Marky. Let's get going. Chop, chop. He's going to try, and eventually we'll get killed. 7 rounds for Triumph.
I like how, even though I can't hear the team comms, I know that Triumph, as soon as they lost that first player, started calling, guys, let's not throw, let's not throw. Because just started running back to try and not take the fight. Damn, these shots from George, I've been really impressed by some of the kills he's getting. I just feel like every kill George gets is just a crazy
You remember
shot.
a George headshot.
You remember a George headshot for sure.
B-Wills? Nah. George? Yeah.
You remember those good plays too.
No, he's had some nut shots. Lovely shot from Sexy. JT out of the round immediately, and this force buy from Extra Salt. Not off to the best of starts. Exceed has slipped his way through middle and nearly gets the back there. Nade's starting to come through as well. Marky peeking, some damage being done now, and a kill from Sonic certainly is going to heat up matters for Triumph. Hit has tried to recover the round, but OC's come in with another headshot. The B play is starting to come through. That bomb trying to get out of there and get it over to the B site. Do not want to lose that to the CT, so George, get out of that. Gonna start running back over to B. B-Wills has a bit of an advanced position. He's looking to break 20 kills now. And this position is solid. OC's going to have a difficult time clearing him, or at least he should have, but OC is OC, so the headshot's there. And now just Sexy left alone. OC is killing everybody, even with the itch. He gets the kill, and Fang will secure the round win. A force buy for Extra Salt and a 10th round now on the board. That is difficult to swallow if you're Triumph. Unlike what Fang is doing right now. He's having a real meal.
He earned that banana bite. He earned it.
Slow releasing energy, man.
Oh yeah, that's what you need. Yeah, this was a nice little swarm towards mid, but then it's just about OC landing these couple of crucial kills. Really good round from him coming through. And we were saying earlier, we haven't seen as much of him here on Vertigo. So if he steps up on CT side, that could push them over the edge. To be honest, Triumph are being pushed to the edge right now. Down to a low by 10-7 down. Why does George have Kevlar and a helmet and a Glock? Someone give him something better, please.
Why has he got a helmet and Kevlar?
I don't know.
Why is that a thing? Maybe he's just so confident they're gonna get an AK. There we go. Sexy hits the headshot. Fang will trade him out. This is the ultimate play. This is what it's all leading up to. One man, one helmet, and a set of Kevlar. It's George. He's got to do something here. And no, nothing. Absolutely nothing. There was no point to that. Absolutely no point. I don't
like
get
when
it.
you spend all your skill points in a game on defense and you just can't do any damage. Like,
Yeah. So you just take damage over and over.
yeah. Oh, that was a good spray from Fang.
Yeah. George,
that in the
man.
highlight reel.
Even bought the helmet, which is just even worse. Like, it would have been alright if it was like Kevlar. He's got the helmet. He spent the extra money.
He showed up to like,
How many
military
bananas is
school
Fang
just
eating
like,
right now?
Yeah, I don't know. He's a hungry boy right now.
Go ahead.
That's all right. I was going to say, George is like showing up to military school or something, and he's got like the Kevlar and the helmet and everything, and then he's forgot his gun.
Yeah, he's not allowed to
Probably
gun
the most
pass.
cool thing. Molly in from Fang to stop the aggression. George, oh wow, what a shot from B-Wills, leading the charge early onto JT. Extra Salt have done some damage back, but with the man advantage, Triumph are sitting pretty right now. Look at this rotate from Extra Salt though. They've just gamble stacked A.
Whoa, we'll see. He's going to get aggressive. Alongside Fang, not two players you want to walk around the corner and see. But if they come around the corner to you, it might just be as messy. OC's found a double. Fang wasn't able to get anything out of that. And now George, he's going to have to go back and get the bomb. He's got a Mac 10 now because of his financial decisions in the previous round. And Exceed has pushed all the way up into B. Smoke in his hands, but he's looking more towards construction. He wants someone from Extra Salt to get a little too aggressive, step a little too far. And Exceed's position is quite difficult to clear, especially with the distraction they have now inside of the site of George. But now he's down. Exceed needs to transfer, and he's got to. Massive step up there from Exceed. And that will be an 8th round for Triumph locked in, one that they desperately needed as well. What a time to show up.
And I like that George swings for the fight initially. Look at both players struggling to spot it. Sonic did start to adjust from above, but they did do a good job at working together there. And instead of sitting back, Triumph decided to kind of take initiative in that post-plant, which you don't always see when people have that advanced post-plant position. But you see that it can definitely work out. Even if George just jiggled and just drew the attention, that may have been enough. But dying also works fine in that scenario. Sacrifices himself for his teammate. And now it is Sonic on the AWP rather than OC going glass cannon. His teammate OC has been dealt with. Sonic may need to fall back now. Bit of a risk to stick around much longer. So into a 4v4 early. Marky's not playing B from the site though. That could be a cause for concern here on the Extra Salt side.
Yeah.
Play word to come in. I don't know if he could do a great deal to deny it, especially with no nades.
Thought George is about to fall off the map there, but it's all good. It just looks worse from this angle. Execute up in towards B. Molotov's clearing out the back of the site. Wall of smokes up as well. Okay, George. That's what I mean. You remember a George shot. He hasn't had a kill in like 5 rounds, but that is the one he gets. It's just awesome.
He's trying some more through the smoke, but there's no one there because Extra Salt have decided to give up on this round. Solid B take from Triumph, honestly. Considering this is Extra Salt's map pick, it's a nice sign that they have got that execute on lock. Couple of good smokes, solid utility. I like that they were pretty quick to push behind it too. And then Marky spamming up above just gives away his position. George hits him back with the headshot. Well taken round by Triumph, showing some solid play here on Vertigo. And keeping us close on Extra Salt's map pick. Even with the save guns, they are not in a great scenario on the CT side. I think they may just save. If they fully save across the board, they can maybe just buy next round.
Yeah, it's a rough spot to be in for Extra Salt, but I think this is definitely the right decision. Cool flash from hit. Hasn't actually worked. Don't think it went deep enough. That flash certainly will, though. We're talking about JT, you know, he's really starting to step up and be a little bit more impactful as of late, but this is a little quiet for him across the series, not just on Vertigo, but on Inferno, he's a little quiet too. Cool to see him step up at some point. Sonic, though, has been lights out here on Vertigo. They're going to try and get over to B on time. Triumph already pushing forward into the site. Flank has rotated over quite quickly. And this early rotation, this good read out of Extra Salt has allowed them to get into position, but as if you get taken down by a MAC-10. Sexy takes both of them, and here comes JT, the man that I asked for, the man I called upon, and now he might just went out to 1 versus 2. B-Wolves realizes there's plenty of time. He's just going to pick up that bomb and run to A. And he knows that JT has to worry about a bunch of different angles, so he is not going to be running to A right now. Eventually, when that bomb gets planted, he'll take position. But JT has no kit, nor does he have any utility. B-Wolves has put himself in a very good spot to win this round.
And B-Wolves can just focus ramp. Watch ramp early. Eventually, you'll realize JT won't be coming from this position. And that bomb is planted so wide that the jiggle peaks could be so good. And as you said, no kit for JT. B-Wills is actually going to wrap round from the short side, and JT's not ready for it. Beautifully played by B-Wills, out-positioning his opponent. JT did a good job initially on the flank, but Triumph respond in kind. And that lineup onto the MAC-10 was such a shame. Sonic, I think, felt like he had to force the fights with the AWP, but that meant that he was kind of just awkwardly trying to fight behind his teammate. It didn't really work out according to plan. Still a close round, though, and that means the economy game is tight between these two. Neither side with massive money right now ahead of this gun round.
Oh, he's going to go down and do a lot of damage onto the round winner of B-Wolves from the previous. He's down to 53 HP. Extra Soul seem very tentative in these approaches on ramp. Over on the first half, Triumph were just full swinging. You know, nothing left behind. Everything was going into those ramp fights. Extra Salt, a little more conservative. They know how much this means. And luckily, that cold, calculated peak and aggression has worked out for one kill for Fang, and he's able to slip away into the night. So Triumph have got a man deficit they've got to deal with here. They got to figure out, is there a response to be had? How are they going to pull this back? They're putting pressure on the sandbags, and that Molotov, it actually doesn't go out to the smoke.
Bollocks, mate. Absolute bollocks. That's what I'd be saying if I were JT. My God.
Yeah, I don't know if they use that phrase in South Africa, but I agree, Hawk. I agree with the premise.
Accent, which I'm not going to try.
Yeah, I can't do the South African accent. Just adds up sounding Australian. JT swings, and finally he is dead. He does survive, at least for a long time, but he has not really had the most amount of fun there. OC with a good pick. Hit has come through with one of his own, and now this is becoming very chaotic. And Xseed is now in 1 versus 3 and eventually should fall, but he's found a headshot. 9 seconds is all they've got to hold on for. And Xseed is desperately charging forward, looking to die before the time, and indeed he will be granted that piece of mercy. But yeah, absolute bollocks, Holker.
I'm glad it didn't cost them the round. It all worked out. OC able to come through with some more impact, and OC's still delivering some kills despite not being able to get the AWP throughout this second half. He really hasn't had the sniper in many of these rounds. I don't know if he's had it, actually. Like, Sonic had the AWP at one point, but he hasn't had that chance. So they'd love to build up some money here, and they'll have a good chance to do so against the Pistols of Triumph. I said earlier, the money wasn't great for either side. Without the bomb flood, Triumph have to take a weaker buy, but that is a weak spray from OC.
Yeah, that's not great. And that's given a chance, but Fang and JT starting to eliminate those chances. 4 versus 3, and Triumph with the Tech 9s in tandem. With the Eagle out, and they're going to push forward in towards short. JT recovering some space and some comfort into this round. You don't really want to be in a situation where you feel like Triumph might be able to pull it back with just a kill. So things are looking much, much better. And B-Wolves is the last remaining player with a Tech 9. So, not really expecting too much. He has been crazy in this game so far, but yeah, this one ain't happening. And 50 seconds left as well. Bomb plant could be a possibility.
I now know that those sandbags are 94 pounds.
Oh.
And that they must be stored in a dry place. Thank you, B-Wolves, for looking so intently at them.
I don't even know what pounds are. The British currency. That's all that matters. I don't know anything in pounds.
It also said, I think 42.73 kg. I don't remember exactly. It was something like that.
Oh,
pretty heavy.
Yeah, it's pretty heavy.
I think I'm pretty skinny. I think that might be kind of close to my weight.
Yeah, it's probably
not that close, but
probably about like 10 kg lighter.
About that.
Yeah.
I probably couldn't lift those. Well, maybe I could. I don't know. Maybe I need to back myself. Back myself. Yeah. I could do it.
Say you can do it up until you can't.
Exactly. They can't prove me wrong. It's a virtual game.
You gotta think success. You know, you can't think failure. Think success. It's the better option.
You will achieve, and I believe that OC will get some kills here.
Yeah, you can tell it's 2 a.m. here. But anyway, let's get back into the action. Focusing up, Extra Salt. Their setup in towards ramp has definitely made a lot of sense. It's a lot more tentative. It is being thought out and methodical. Triumph was all out. Aggression, it was more stylish. It had a bit of flair to it. Extra Salt is playing the percentage. And OC is just going to sit by and wait it out. But no one from Triumph is thinking about that A play now. In fact, they are going back over towards B, and they haven't really done anything to sell a rotation or pull a player away from his B site. So plenty of utility available for Extra Salt. They have
boy.
Sonic up here as well. That boost, is it going to be spotted? George does see Sonic, but he gets out of position quickly enough. And so Sonic now is looking for a couple of kills. George has taken damage and now enough to hit the deck because Sonic is just looking so good on the hold. He's got another one and just Exceed in a 1 versus 5 comes over the top of Construction and Marky brings him down. 14 rounds for Extra Salt. Not a say in the round for Triumph. Didn't really look like they wanted to convincingly hit the B site towards the end, nor did they try and sell a rotation. It just felt like they were walking to the deaths.
Yeah, they just didn't clear out ramp fully, and that's so costly there because as soon as they start to leave, OC starts to push. So he's just calling, guys, ramp's clear, I'm flanking. If you just slow them down, you're good. If you get all the kills, I won't complain either. And that's exactly what Sonic did, shutting them down because he knew they were coming. And now JT is farming frags, or he may be about to farm frags. He's got his first. Molly goes in to slow them even further. And there you go, JT toasting them like marshmallows.
I really...
Wait, Americans call them s'mores, don't they?
Well, that's what it's like toasted marshmallows and
Yeah,
a wafery biscuit thing.
Oh, that's what that is. Gotcha. Yeah. I just Googled them, I see.
I don't really like marshmallows.
What?
Well, I like one of them, but when you want to take more, man, it just sucks. I also think I probably give myself a little bit of traumatic experiences by playing Fluffy Bunny or Chubby Bunny or whatever the hell it was when I was a kid. You know, where you shove the marshmallow in your mouth, you try and fit as many in. It's like a challenge. Chubby Bunny. And you have to say Chubby Bunny every time you add a marshmallow.
I've never played it.
Oh, man, you haven't lived.
That was like peak, what, 20-something YouTube, 2013 or something?
Yeah, that used to be everybody in my school was making videos like that. There we are, 15-10. Map point, series point, Extra Salt looking to move forward. His favorite team in the competition.
Look at this setup from Extra Salt. What is this? They're leaving A very open. They've got 2 on B, 2 on mid. I don't mind it, honestly, because Fan can probably delay the A plant with his utility. And then they can start to rotate over. And if you have the nades for the A retake, it's very doable. So I actually kind of like this setup from Extra Salt. And here we go, nades into A. Now they'll start to get that information that they may need to adjust this setup on the CT side. Oh, this is such a big rotate. Look at everyone on the map.
This is a hefty rotation.
This is about to go classic right here.
Yeah.
A retake, boys.
You couldn't have a more Vertigo round to close it out, possibly. Triumph, they've got a flank camp. Oh no, I've seen Hulk whiff worse than that, but luckily Sonic is able to get the kill. Hit goes down and Sonic traded out. 4 versus 4, Triumph locking down the site. They're looking to try and stay alive here, but Extra Salt, they're coming in. Sonic could have done it right there. He could have brought down multiple players. He could have unraveled the round, but now the rest of the side have to get it done. Marky's charging through the smoke. JT able to get one. Fine also chipping away, but it's not going to be enough. Try and stay alive. Oh, you couldn't have asked for a better flank from Sonic, but you definitely could have asked for a better spray.
The thing is, Dinko, right? I've been in that position with an MP9 and with the kill, which is a bit more understandable than the AK. I mean, he did get the kill eventually, but oh man, Sonic was set up to do so much work. If he gets a double kill there and even just survives a little longer, he can be such a nuisance in their backside. He can be the thorn in their backside that wins them the round. And it's hard to be harsh on him because he's playing so well and he's just got the opening kill in this round. So I can't even complain.
Happens to everybody, man. Everybody has that moment. It's cool to see that even a player like Sonic has those moments, but look at this boost. They're not ready for that. That's ratty right there. That's just ridiculous. JT boosted on his teammate's head. They've done it. They have taken the win here on likely comeback from Sexy, and B-Walls has to come through. Sonic has hit the shot. He's had enough. He wants to close it now. He was close in the previous round, but Sonic is done on Vertigo. B-Walls, he has to break the 30 bomb, and he has to go a little further if he wants to win this round and keep his team afloat for another. B-Walls has been very impressive. We can't take that away from him, but this one will not be done. They go down. It is Extra Salt to take the win. 2-0 versus Triumph as they win on their map pick of Vertigo. They're looking good here in DreamHack Open 46.